Everybody, this is Lana Michelson from ilanamichelson.com, and the first thing I wanted to say is that I am so grateful that I have my own private house with a garden. Now, when I'm looking back now today, after all the things that I've learned and all the things that I know, I realize that it was actually not just by accident that I'm living in a house with a garden. I kind of manifested this house with a garden because I remember that when I first got married and we moved to Rehovot, my husband was totally fine with going to move to an apartment. And I said, no, I want to live in a house with a garden, because I grew up in a house and a garden and I loved having the yard. And I love the fact that when I walk out of my house, I don't walk right into my neighbor's front door or into their face if they're happy walking out at the same time. And it doesn't even make that much difference to me if my yard does not really look so nice, because it doesn't look so nice. But I can go outside, I have a nice picnic table here, I can sit and drink my coffee over here, and I have a little bit of privacy, which I wouldn't have if I was living in an apartment. But the point is that when we were looking for that house or apartment, I had said, we need to have a house. And he said, well, it needs to be the right price. And I said, okay, let's look for a house with the right price. And not many houses had the price that we could possibly afford. And we wanted a house that could also expand. And I just put my focus right over there, and I manifested it. I got the house, which wasn't yet fully built. It only had 2.5 rooms at the time. It was in the price that we could afford. We paid down almost all the money in advance, took the smallest amount of loan that we possibly could. And throughout the years, we built it up. So from a 2.5 room house, I now have an 8-room house with a yard and a garden where I can sit and drink my coffee on the picnic table. And I think that's great. Now, that was way back then. I did that manifesting the hard way, just by constantly focusing on it, constantly looking at it, constantly seeing it. And it was the same way that I manifested other things in my life, where I basically decided I want something. I looked up in Amazon, and every few days I would look again to see if it came there. Every few days I look again to see if it came there. There was one time that my son wanted, when he was 6 years old, was right after he came back from Disney World, and he wanted this Mickey Mouse sandwich maker. And the Mickey Mouse sandwich maker in Disney World was really expensive, and I wasn't going to buy it, and I also didn't have room to bring it back in the luggage. So he said, Mommy, please can you buy it? Please, please, please can you order it? So I said, okay, I'll look for it. And every few days I'd look online, and I'd find different versions of it, but they were all $40 for the machine, another $40 for the shipping. Now that actually came out to the same $80 that I would have paid had I bought it in Disney World. So I decided to myself, I'm willing to spend $20 including shipping. And every few days he'd come to me and he'd say, he was 6 years old at the time, very cute little boy, he'd say, Mommy, did you find it yet? Did you find it yet? And I'd say, no, not yet, not yet. And after approximately 2 or 3 months of this going on, suddenly I saw the perfect one. Didn't look like any of the other ones that they had out beforehand. Had a whole figure of Mickey Mouse on it. 2 of them even had for 2 sandwiches. It was $20 with shipping on Amazon. And so I right away ordered it. And I told my son happily, and he was jumping up for joy, so happy about it. And a few days later, I looked back online, and it was gone. Not there anymore. It was clear that I had simply manifested it out of thin air, and then after I got it, it could disappear again. I didn't need it anymore. And that was actually really cool. But again, that was the hard way of doing manifestation. It's like spending time, looking all the time, seeing it, if it's there or not, and just keeping your focus over there. I have a new technique that's absolutely amazing. And I'm just gonna give you a little sneak peek, because I'm gonna tell you one of the results that one of my clients got, and it was really, really cool. And basically, he had 2 cars, and he wanted to sell one of them. It was a Mazda, it was a sports car, and it had all sorts of paraphernalia that he had bought for it, and it had been in the market already for a few months, and a few people here and there called up and asked him about it, and asked whether they could buy it, but no one was really serious, no one actually did anything about it. And then I told him about this method, and I'm making a course about it, so when the course is ready, you're welcome to buy it, but I'm just gonna tell you what the results over here were. I told him exactly what to do, and he did it, and while he was doing it, someone called up, said, tell me you still have that car. And he said, yeah, I do. And he goes, great. I was thinking you still want to add all the things that you're adding into it, and I think a fair price would be 1,800 pounds. Now, the interesting thing is that 1,800 pounds had been the exact price that my client was thinking in his mind that he wanted to sell it for, and he thought it would be a fair price. He used those same exact words that the person who called him did. Now, he had also decided in this process he was going to sell it by the weekend. This was Tuesday. And the guy said to him, look, I live a few hours away. I can't come down now, but how about I come up on Saturday and we make the deal? And he's like, sure, trying to hold in the laughter inside because he couldn't believe that as he's doing this technique, the guy calls up. And right away he wrote to me, and I was really excited too. And then came Saturday, the guy drove up those few hours, handed him the money happily, and drove away with a new car. So it really is a really pretty cool technique. And as I said, I'm making a course for it. When it's ready, I'll let you know so you can all buy it. And I think you're going to get a lot out of it because it puts all the elements of manifestation into it, which are the elements of, setting what you actually want, releasing all the blocks that are holding you back. It gives you the affirmation part. It does it under hypnosis, drone hypnosis. You do it to yourself. I don't do it because you can do this all by yourself. And it talks straight to your unconscious mind. And it does the work. Pretty cool synchronicities happen when you do this technique. Anyway, that's just a sneak preview. Not to tell you the whole secret yet. When it's out, I'll let you know. In the meantime, have a great morning, have a great evening, have a great afternoon, have a great night, wherever you are in the whole entire world. Hi there, Pesha. Manifest us some Mickey waffles. Okay, you got it, Pesha. Mickey waffles, you got it. Anyway, remember, everything's always going your way. Everything's always going my way. Everything always going everybody's way. Have a great day from IlanaMichelson.com. Oh, by the way, I forgot. If you haven't given me a like yet, give me a like now. I love those hearts. Thank you, whoever gave me that heart. I really appreciate them. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the heart and the subscribe button and that little bell notification so you'll be notified every time there's a new video. Take care. Have a great day.